Kaboom! Teach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. Watching the Tim U Show. Intellectual, yet stimulating, fair, think, actual, chatting world.
You know, it's teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night again, peeps. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. From Evelyn, I have been having, well, from there really, issues with my computer. Not entirely sure what is the problem. Not sure if it is a streaming software that is giving the issue or it's a computer related issue. Zane, just I was about to tell you that if the stream is up, just give it a little time. But then realize that everything just, yeah man, bro God, we're live again. The stream crashed earlier, but we're there. Father Delroy, so big up yourself. Marty said the laptop tired. Probably, brother. Zane. And I told them I thought to Scotty, so I want to upgrade my laptop, but I probably not do it till about November and about Black Friday. Hopefully I can get a good deal. More time than things happen, I just lose the vibes, you know. But it's what it is. So I could just keep on keeping on. Ah boy. Hey Cindy, how are you? Soul music lover, Danda the MVP, Manas, BM, Stan Right, Miss Rika Ringrose, Peep, share the stream for me now, please and thanks. You understand? Jaja. Okay, so a minute, peeps. Alright, so I could start again now. Sure, what did they know? Yeah, we talk about some changes that are going on a court there. You understand? So, yeah, I could move on to our next little thing, because court thing is probably a problem. Lady Clark, big up yourself in the Empress. So, St. Mary COVID, crackdown, lockdown, smackdown. I did a video yesterday in relation to the situation out in St. Mary, where a curfew was imposed on the communities of Dover, Enfield, and sections of Anatomy in relation to a spike in the number of cases of the coronavirus in St. Mary. Based on mapping, it would have revealed that those communities are the epicenter of same, and as such, a 14-day quarantine has been imposed on said 3 communities. You understand? And thing. So St. Mary COVID crackdown, the health team reportedly is going house to house trying to trace the virus as quarantine hits Dover, Anatomy, and Enfield. As I said, I did a video yesterday. If you haven't watched it yet, you can go check it out. Big up to the people that will find back the stream. You know what I mean? And thing. Thanks to the patience, guys. Really and truly, I appreciate it. You see me? You know technology, them things happen from time to time. I wish them not, but you know what I think. I think I need to upgrade my computer for you, but I can't upgrade it now until further down in there. The computer that I want is almost $4,000 US. And you know, I said I upgrade to something where just barely better than this. Better I just upgrade to something that can last for the next two years at least. See, and we'll handle the editing of the interviews and rendering and processing a lot better when I start doing that again. You understand what I say? I MacBook me use 876 bro God man. I Mac me use on my channel, brother. See, but the MacBook that I am using now is a 2015 model. Almost fully spec'd out, but I mean a 5 years that now. Though. So you know what I think go. I need a 2020 MacBook 16-inch. So you know what I mean? But we get to that one of them time. See, Ryan Williams, Sports TV. It's not just getting in, it's the specs, brother. The processor, the graphics card, memory, hard drive space. So I know just the spec version of me want the guarantee you can't get it for $2,000 still. But you know one thing about big up yourself said we probably can talk half here still. See? Yeah man. Yeah peace. I'm gonna move on now. So days after, and this article is in the Gleaner, so let me just preface that from early. Days after the Gleaner reported a clarion call for the Portmore Mayor Richard Creary for the quarantine of St. Mary communities owing to growing concerns about the spread of the COVID-19 in the parish. The government responded with a lockdown of 3 neighborhoods for 14 days. I suppose the Gleaner is taking some what you call that now? Credit for the imposition of the quarantine in St. Mary, as they have profoundly stated that it is just days after their article declaring the mayor's sentiment that a lockdown should be put in place. Yeah. A strong contingent of Jamaica Defence Force soldiers placed Another Enfield, and Dover under heavy restrictions, with all 3 communities recording a total of 13 confirmed cases of the virus. From us earlier Sunday, a team of 60 health workers, including public health inspectors and nurses, community health aides, and health education officers, converged on Dover and carried out tests on 13 persons who were contacts of the confirmed COVID-19 cases. Resulting from that, we were able to move persons out from the communities and place them in our defined quarantine isolation facility. Dr. Patrick Wheatley, Regional Technical Director of the Northeast Regional Health Authority, NERA, told a parliamentary committee yesterday discussing Jamaica's response to the COVID-19. So the health team visited 261 houses in Dover and found occupants in 256 dwellings. The district has a population of around 700 people. Yesterday, the health team turned their attention to Enfield, conducting fever and respiratory surveillance as well as clinical assessment of residents. Personnel carried out 37 tests for the virus in Enfield. There are 621 houses in Enfield, with a population of about 2,700, data showed. Wheatley, I guess that's so. Wheatley said that health personnel have not yet carried out fever surveillance and other intervention in an area known as Dumpling in Another Bay, which is also under quarantine. He said that the health team would be conducting contact tracing and testing of taxi operators in the affected communities. The Another Bay Hospital in the parish has a 10-bed isolation facility, but health officials said that there should be a surge in cases. There are plans to clear a ward to accommodate additional numbers. The St. Anne's Hospital, the main regional health facility, which falls under the Northeast Regional Health umbrella, has at least 5 ventilators. The hospital is approximately 67 kilometers away from Another Bay. Meanwhile, the usually busy streets of Another Bay, See? Meanwhile, the usually busy streets of Another Bay were yesterday devoid of people and vehicles as the 2-week quarantine took effect. So St. Mary accounts for 15 of Jamaica's 488, well, that was yesterday, we're at 490 now, cases. There have been 9 fatalities nationwide and now 62 recoveries. You understand? So investigations by the Ministry of Health and Wellness have shown that there has been considerable movement of the affected persons, which has increased the risk of exposure. On Monday, Creary called for 2 communities, which he did not name, to be placed under quarantine, following 6 asymptomatic residents being confirmed with the virus on Sunday. Creary was concerned that several residents could contract the virus, primarily because they share close living quarters. This situation has become necessary because of the indiscipline of our citizens. So what is happening is that the good is suffering for the bad right now, he said. Boy. So residents with whom the Gleaner spoke welcome the quarantine. It is quite good. I'm glad to hear that. We don't want it to spread more than it has. And the residents here are people who will cooperate, said Alexander De Freitas, a resident of Fort George Road. Another resident, Paulette Francis, said the health officials had visited her home earlier to do temperature checks. Me never really expected so quick, but it was just a matter of time until the community was put under quarantine. We plan to stay in, and once we get food, we will be alright, Francis said. The mayor added that based on the contact tracing that has been done, a number of people have been called in for testing. Scores of residents were seated at the Enfield Health Center awaiting testing as public health officials went house to house conducting temperature checks. Yeah? Auntie, me tired. So that Aguana sent me. See, in lockdown, and that to be Enfield and Dover for 14 days. Initially, we'll see if there will be an extension. See, auntie, it thing rough. Yeah. No, peeps. Remember me do one poem when I line a poem I say, Zane, the close contact thing. No bother with that, brethren. Zane, kissing and sex, that might have a rest. I know it hard, but you have to try your best. And people say, yo, teacher, fight out. No, I not fight out the 60. I just wise. Yeah, so I can't change this. Zane, because, alright, so now I'm going to run a problem. Because, well, yo, if I don't want thing I next, Satan Chang, you know, everybody life, I know me, one, Let me see if I can find them something here still. Zane, I come across an article where I share because they know we share information. Zane and thing. Extra class countdown. No, I know that more. More. Jano, sir. One on the piece. I need to find this. Stream. Final. Boom. Yeah. So you know one article here. Zane is a serious looking article here. Zane and thing. Coronavirus found in infected men's semen. Yeah. Is that me write the article? Because I'm good as a teach. You know, say true. Are you write this? Then I don't know nothing about the article, brother. You understand? No, we shall we there now. It says here, sir. Alright, Ray and Williams. I say a word family. We talk. Zane? No. Let me see you. So who inspected his semen? The most semen inspectors, Kerry. Then I couldn't tell you. I wasn't there. You understand? No, it don't sweet me, You know, sweet me is just that me I say. A long time I been a want them. As Stanley I say. A long time I did a want them. You understand? Chinese scientists, some interesting scientists, but make we take heed. Listen what I go on now. Chinese scientists have detected coronavirus in the semen of infected men. But further research will be needed to determine whether the virus can be sexually transmitted. But if in your semen, then the transmission, well, I don't know still. I'm not no semen expert. You understand? The findings from a study of coronavirus patients at a Chinese hospital were published on Thursday in the JAMA Network Open Medical Journal, or JAMA. COVID-19 is spread through respiratory droplets or contact, and the virus has also been detected in feces, saliva, and urine. You understand? So all bodily excretions, basically. Research at the Shangui Municipal Hospital in China's Henan province conducted a study to determine whether the virus was present in semen. They tested the semen of 38 coronavirus patients. You know, speaking about semen, I come across an article not too long where I said one girl, she's a health enthusiast, where she is advocating that in order to help shore up and sustain her immune system, she has been ingesting Sperm smoothies. Jaja. My name but that scripty article, cause Janu. Alright, watch it out. Alright. So they tested the semen of 38 coronavirus patients aged 15 to their 50s. Genetic material from the coronavirus was found in the semen of 6 patients, 4 of whom were at the acute stage of infection, and 2 of whom were recovering. You understand? See? Auntie. We shall over there now. So the researchers noted that the study was limited by the small sample size, and further research would be required to determine whether the virus can be sexually transmitted. It could be proved that SARS-CoV if it could be proved that SARS-CoV-2 can be transmitted sexually. In further studies, sexual transmission might be a critical part of the prevention of transmission, the study said. Abstinence or condom use might be considered a preventative means for these patients, it said. You understand? The close contact thing. yeah, me Regine. Yeah, man. Ingesting was the start of the problem anyways. Me what? What? But what could have caused this? It's just that me I tell you. So it'll look like say, you know, you see me just have remember, you know, we share information and it's that we do. See, now go find a sperm smoothie article for your last topic I stream. Cause I know so on a curiosity peaking. Anything you have to do with sex, man. I saw you them saying entire teach anything. Yeah. Seeing and something related to sex come up. Everybody attentive. I mean I tell you, sex is a hell of a thing, you know. You understand what I say? In theory and in practice. See? So uno is like you then. As sex come up, uno antenna up. Uno must say hands. You understand? Every day they come up with something new. I don't want that smoothie. We say that smoothie they rough rosy. It's not a smooth smoothie. So Rosie with her cup still, some don't know, and Kerry J, like them walk with their cup. You understand? But that's so bad. A 2-cup Kerry I walk with. Jaja. See it? Yo. Ah boy. Anyways, make we move on. Pass on serious note and all people. You know, so from early, yo, me's a little genius, pan a little meds, you know. You understand? But me just be modest. Cause watch you know. Me remember early out in the COVID thing, when me get dark one at a time, you know, with some people, and I run up and down, I run back at people at halfway tree, I say, yo, then just cough or then just sneeze. And I saw them have COVID in a KFC. And I tell you, if a boy try that prank there with me, a plank, he might get, you know, plank for prank, you know. See? And as such, you would have realized that a number of COVID-19 songs have been released by artists. I'm going to really give credence to none of them. My virgin Silvercat released a tune, but they're on a different local level still. You understand? Not really and truly edifying the masses still. Little John did do a song we kind of talk about, you know, how you do some things and them things. But some other people do some songs. See, I mean, never really too like most of the songs them, because the songs them are gimmicks thing and a girl thing, and we never really depend on that, a serious business. You understand? A lot of pranks have been pulled in this COVID-19 thing. I mean, in a prank thing, I don't tell a guy say a plank for prank. You run down big man a whole hand palm. That guy not supposed to a whole hand palm, man. You understand? Yeah, man. So, watch out now. Them, you know, so I joke to you, a death to me, family. COVID prank nearly kills St. Mary, man. Sperm smoothies, crushed ice with syrup and sperm juice and tough. Yo, I don't know we started off for you. God do. Jaja. A practical joke gone too far cause a St. Mary resident, Byron Wilson. Yeah, Byron, there's some boy place. Let me see if I can circle it. Yeah, man. A picture then let me see if that one is atta. Yeah, when I can go and look better. Zin? John who made big star. No! A practical joke gone too far caused a St. Mary resident, Byron Wilson, to burst into tears after he received a phone call from one of his mischievous friends telling him that he may be a carrier of the novel coronavirus. I dead me dead right now, you know. When me get the call, I true me never see anywhere for chuck off. Why me never do it? The woman will call me talk good to you know. So till me couldn't barely understand her. I will tell bad things that jokes you know. Zin? So till me could have barely understand her. She could have passed with a doctor, as such a son, he said. Wilson, who works with a cable company in the parish, said the caller had told him that she was a health worker and he had contact with someone who had tested positive for the deadly virus. The caller also told him that health authorities would be visiting him at his Fort George Road home to take him into isolation. With tears streaming down his face and his clothes partially drenched, he told the newspaper that this is no joking matter, although a few of his loved ones laughed hysterically. Whoa, me dead now. Me don't like them something here, you know. Worse means a man with easy to catch flu. Me do everything in my powers not to catch the virus here. And now, what kind of call this me get? Me smoke cigarette, you know. And me sanitize the cigarette before me put it in my mouth. Jerry Wilson, big up yourself and the family. I appreciate the support. Hey man, sanitizing his cigarette. And me sanitize the cigarette before me put it in my mouth. Me spray off my shoes button before me even go in my yard. Me rather dead before me catch corona. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. A man say that dead before he catch corona. Me do everything in my powers not to catch the virus here. And, me read that already. Yeah, man say which part me there now. See? Me spray off my shoes button before me even go in my yard. Me rather dead before me catch corona. Right now, me not feel good. He said between tears. The 51 rule stated that ever since Jamaica recorded its first positive case of COVID in March, he has been taking extra precaution to prevent himself from contracting the virus. Me fix TV, and before me look at them, me have to spray them first. Me don't want nobody run them joke there with me. The way I'm afraid of it, me not even go road. I just straight work on me yard. If me I go sit down, me sanitize the seed first, he said. Jaja, you understand? Yo. His wife and other family members tried to comfort him between giggles, telling him that they are fully aware of who the prankster is, but Wilson was not having it. Wilson says he welcomes the ministry's measures and hope that it will help greatly in curbing the virus. The joke, however, was not far from his mind. For me head now come back good for now, you know. A true man don't even know ya, man. Right now, me don't know if me gonna live the way me a fret. Right now, me don't want nobody in my yard come near me, he said, as a tear stream down his face. The mother take a thing differently. You understand? The man sprayed on his cigarette and then sitting there. I don't know, joke with the man's life. You see it? I couldn't George spread out for this. Because it's a serious good thing, even though I laugh, it's just the way I'm relating story. Kind of comedic. You understand? So, it's just, that's why. But say, Jaja. Ah, boy. A man say right now, him prefer dead than catch corona. I say a man serious, but a man right now, me prefer dead first. Than catch coronavirus. Ah boy, me did need a little laugh there. Me did need a little laugh there. I could move on here, sir. Night I come. Them a talk about boss. Boss what? So peeps, you know, it whole brouhaha, halabaloo, um, thing surrounding stranded cruise ship passengers, and I think some more cruise ship business are going on, you know, but I'm not sure yet. The 43 Jamaicans stranded on the Morelia Discovery were among the 115 Jamaicans who returned on a chartered TUI flight from the UK on Thursday, Wednesday, I think. And thing, cigarette sanitizer is white drove. Zine, so they would have, well, and the 115 is the first of a batch of 300 and something, 330 Jamaicans who whose accommodation will be footed by the government of Jamaica to the tune of $64 million. Zane and thing. The passengers would have arrived at the Norman Manley International Airport. They were documented and transported to a hotel in St. Anne where they will be in quarantine for 14 days. Reports are that they will be screened daily, I suppose, and thing. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson Smith, was on hand to welcome home the returnees. I guess some people probably never that we see her still, because I guess she is one of them who they have been blaming and thing. I'm glad for know that everybody reach home safe. See, in the quarantine period, I go run off, I hope nobody tests positive and then can go home to them family. You understand? I will tell them they are going build still. But say I know one part of the discussion where we can't leave off. So an analysis that I read in the Jamaica Gleaner projects that taxpayers would have to cough up another $758 million at the current conversion rate of $1 to 145 Jamaican dollars for accommodation and food if the remaining 4,670 Jamaicans who have expressed an interest to return are stayed quarantined at a cost of US $80 per day for 14 days. All told, the price tag would hover around $822 million, not counting medical, security, and logistics expenses. That's a lot of money. You understand? I understand the notion that says the government will foot the bill, irrespective. See, and thing. The COVID fight not cheap, you know. I think the government, based on all estimates, have spent somewhere in the region of $3 billion already. You understand? I also know that some people are say the government get a whole heap of charity money. I don't think the government has received $1 billion in charity money as it, you know. And the COVID situation can be a protracted one. Me know say some people are gonna say the people them to pay them way, some people are gonna say the government, if the government ever asks them to pay full, it's the next problem. I suppose the whole coronavirus thing, you know, there's no win for nobody, you know. That's just the reality of the thing. We just have to try survive. See, we just have to try survive and take it one day at a time. Because irrespective of how you look on it, there will be some issue for some people. You understand? And some people make a bigger issue out of some things and needs be. It's just the reality. You understand? So if the remaining 4,670 Jamaicans who have expressed an interest to return home does so and are said quarantine, the bill is almost going to be $1 billion Jamaican dollars for 14 days quarantine. That's a lot of money. You understand? I do understand Jamaicans in the diaspora who wants to come home. They should be given the opportunity to do so. You see, so it's like there's just no win, full win. It's just you're gonna win and lose along the way, yeah, sir. I just saw it thing. Go Tamu good. Big up yourself, you know. Hope everything good there. See? And thing. Yeah. Consequently, the flight that came in with the Jamaicans, Zane, was to carry some 230 British nationals stranded in Jamaica back to the UK. but that was chaos in no uncertain terms. Where the 230, let me say me get the knock. I mean, 233 persons who made reservations via the British High Commission in Jamaica to depart, they turned up. But our next 230 we never have no ticket and never got through the British High Commission turn up as well. And there was a situation out at the Norman Man International Airport yesterday. So, the departure lounge at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston was jam-packed with British nationals who were attempting to board a chartered flight out of the island on Thursday, the 7th of May. It is understood that the number that turned up at the airport far exceeded the 233 for whom the British High Commission in Kingston had made arrangements for them to leave the country. Many others who were not ticket holders reportedly made their way to the airport in a desperate attempt to board the flight. I did a video on that yesterday, so you can watch it if you never watch it. More details tonight. You understand what I say? So, I can understand the desire also of British nationals trapped in Jamaica wanting to leave, wanting to go back home, just like I can understand the Jamaican nationals stranded overseas wanting to come home. Zane? So, I know some people are going to teach right now Jamaica is looking far better than the UK, you know, in terms of the numbers and them things there. You understand? But, I mean, there's no place like home. It's just a reality that a man yard is a man yard. You see me I say? And things. So, I do not know what was the eventual situation in relation to, streaming for those persons who never have no ticket. I don't know what kind of arrangements were made or put in place for them. And thing, I am still trying to get a hold of that information, but it has been a challenge so to do. But we'll see. Hopefully some provisions will be made and they will get a chance to return to their homeland in very short order. Thing rough. Thing rough, Jaja. Man and woman arrested after gun reportedly found in microwave oven. Them a pop some can. Or they say that. Them a popcorn in that oven. You have to be witty like. You understand? 2 persons were arrested in relation to the seizure of a Trabzon Karandi 9mm pistol in Barton's district near Old Harbour and St. Barton's is a place, you know. Barton's district outside of Old Harbour and St. Catherine on Sunday, the 3rd of May. So reports from the Old Harbour police are at about 7 a.m. A team of officers and operations in the area carried out a search of a premises. During the search, the firearm was reportedly found in a microwave. A man and a woman who occupied the premises at the time were subsequently arrested. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. I'm a popcorn in a microwave. 4, including a woman, held and made the biggest ganja bust ever in Jamaica. Leave the trees and let them. Can't you see they're destroying the environment? Whoa, boy. When you smoke your dirt, Melchizedek, big up yourself. You understand? 4 persons, 3 men and a woman, were arrested in connection with what has been labeled as the biggest ganja bust in Jamaica's history. It's not a ganja bust, it's a ganja bust up. See? It's the first I hear popcorn with that name. What you mean? You first I hear that type of popcorn there. Yeah. Approximately 8,700 pounds of compressed ganja with an estimated street value of $35 million was seized during searches of 2 premises in Pt2, Manchester on Monday, the 4th of May. Reports are that about 8:45 p.m., members of the Narcotics Division and the Manchester Police carried out a coordinated operation A motor vehicle was also seized during the operations, and the identities of the persons who have been taken into custody are being withheld, pending further investigations by the police. As I said, brother, I miggle one stream now, so I can't go really talk about it, but I can send the messages and I respond to you in a few. See? And things. So make we see it go. Yeah, peeps. I'm done with this. Violent clashes are plenty within a 48-hour stretch. So 2 persons were taken to hospital on Thursday following a shooting near the Church Street temporary shelter in downtown Kingston. So in a video circulating on social media, police officers are seen lifting a man who seemed to be critically injured into the back of a waiting police van, while another man, shirtless and bleeding, also jumped into the back of the van. The 2 victims were transported to a nearby hospital. So the Corporate Communications Unit, the information arm of the JCF, confirmed the shooting. So 1 man was treated and released while the other is in critical condition, a representative said. There has been an uptick in the number of violent confrontations within the last 36 hours. Well, up to Thursday evening anyway. With at least 7 murders, a fatal police shooting, 5 cases of shooting otherwise, and a policeman being injured by projectiles thrown by an angry mob in Denham Town, West Kingston. So the murders include 2 children, a 15-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl. I'll talk a little bit more in detail in a few, who were shot and killed in Denham Town, in which a zone of special operation is currently active. There was also a double murder in Orcharius Market, my place. Zine in St. Anne, a murder in Spanish Town, that my place. Zine, which is now under state of emergency. A murder in Papine, St. Andrew, late on May 5th. And a murder in Boxhaven in Maypen, Clarendon. The 5 cases of non-fatal shooting occurred in the following areas. 2 in downtown Kingston, 1 in Boxhaven, Maypen, and one each in Salt Spring and Cathinal, both in St. James, which are under states of emergencies. So in Denham Town, 2 children shot dead. A 15-year-old teenager from Tivoli, as Mr. Adams liked to say, a 15-year-old teenager from Tivoli Gardens was shot and killed by armed men when he went to see his father in Denham Town on Wednesday evening. An 8-year-old girl was also shot and killed in relation to the incident, but the details at that time they were sketchy. You understand what I say? Now, residents them name too, please. So residents attack cops hours after gunmen killed 2 kids in Denham Town. So a policeman was attacked and injured by residents who staged a protest and hurled stones in Denham Town on Wednesday following the arrest of a man who was said to be a member of a gang operating in Western Kingston. The police went to the area to carry out an operation hours after the 2 children were shot and killed in separate incidents that are believed to be linked in the police division. The deceased have been identified as 15-year-old Nyron Taylor from Tivoli Gardens and Toya Brown, an 80-year-old from Denham Town. Reports are that about 7 p.m., a police constable was part of a team of law enforcement personnel who went to a section of Denham Town and apprehended a man who was said to be a top-tier member of a gang in the area. Information is that on reaching the Regent Street section of the community, residents began hurling stones in the direction of the police, with one of the stones hitting a cop on the head. As a result of the injury that was sustained by the lawman, he had to be rushed to the hospital, where he was treated and released. No one was arrested in relation to the stone throwing incident. The attack on the police came just hours after criminals had shot and killed the 2 children. Sources said that the police, acting on information about one of the fatal attacks on the children, went to an area in Denham Town where they saw a group of men who ran. One member of the group was apprehended. Minutes later, while processing the area where the man was held, residents came out and started hurling stones, injuring the policeman in the process. Reports from the Corporate Communications Unit is that the police information arm said that the 15-year-old was shot and killed by armed men when he went to see his father on Wednesday evening. And the one only for a long story. You see? Yeah, man, them Flintstone man, the police, them. No, so in a release, the Ministry of National Security said the man whose identity is being withheld pending further investigation was held by the police during an operation. He was reportedly in possession of a firearm at the time of his arrest in Denham Town. Another firearm was seized near the location where the individual was held. Chang said, which is the Minister of National Security, that as a result of improved mobility and increased use of technology, the police were able to act swiftly and make an arrest in connection with the murder of the children. A critical element to successful crime fighting operations is police mobility, he said, noting that it should never be that our ability to tackle crime is retarded by immobility while ensuring the safety and security of our citizens. I feel like I read for about 2 hours, He said in response to the alarming tendency of people to resort to violence, the ministry will be ramping up its anti-violence campaign and will work alongside the National Commission on Violence Prevention, which was established in December of 2019 to provide a comprehensive review of the government's violence prevention strategies. Chang said the Denham Town killings represent an unfortunate situation which is not part of the national culture. By living good with each other, we do not kill our children, the minister said. Jaja. That going around a Denham Town there on one place. You see? One part around there, one corner. Yes, Jaja. Body found in sea in St. Anne. The body of a 56-year-old man was found floating in the sea in the St. Anne's Bay, in St. Anne's Bay in the Garden Parish on Friday morning. He has been identified as Philbert Mussington of Charlestown in the parish. Charlestown, I'm in place. His brother, Hubert West, said he last saw him just after midday on Thursday. Me and him there home, and me left and go sell paper. And when me come back, me don't see him, West said. The distraught brother said he searched for Philbert but did not find him. This morning he got a phone call, Friday morning he got a phone call that a body was seen floating in the water and that he should go and check. He said he alerted the police who used a boat to pull the body to shore. You understand? He said that his brother was epileptic but was not somebody who frequented the beach, Jano. Peace, a little thing happened from the week, but I couldn't find the strength for it. The general on screen is now deceased. He was an educator, a teacher at the Thompson Town High School in Northern Clarendon. He was murdered. Another teacher. Thompson Town High mourns murder of science teacher. The staff and students of Thompson Town High School in North Central Clarendon have been plunged into mourning following the shooting death of one of its teachers over the weekend. The deceased has been described as hardworking and kind. He has been identified as Ryan Brown, a science teacher of a Thompson address. Reports are that on Friday, May 1, Brown left home for an undisclosed location in the parish. Further reports are that sometime after 4 p.m., explosions were heard in a section of the Four Parts community, also in Clarendon, and residents there subsequently alerted the police. On their arrival, the police found Brown's body lying on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head. He was pronounced dead at hospital. On Monday, Thompson Town High School, through its Facebook page, revealed the news of the educator's death. In the midst of life, there is death. It is with tears and a heavy heart that Thompson Town High School posts this news. We have lost a past student who became a teaching colleague, Mr. Ryan Brown, the school's Facebook post said. The educational institution described Brown as one of its greatest success stories, adding that he was, among other things, kind and determined. You were a kind, hardworking and determined young man. You are one of our greatest success stories. We will sincerely miss you, and we pray that those who took your life, that God will fight them for us. We express our condolences to his family and friends. Sleep in peace, Mr. Brown, a.k.a. Clarksman, the school posted. Yeah, I can't want to read the rest. I'm tired. But the last part of it is that Brown is the second educator to be slain locally within only weeks. As on the 9th of April, Excelsior High School Vice Principal Colleen Walker was shot by a lone gunman at her Queensbury St. Andrew home. No. I need to do an interview with that artist. Which artist that? Oh, that school that Junior Lewis go. Jano. Ah, boy. Man charged for a conductor's murder in St. Andrew. So the police say they have now charged a man in connection with the murder of the bus conductor Tyrone Reid, otherwise called Stammer, who was shot dead at the intersection of Bay Farm Road and Olympic Way in St. Andrew earlier this year. The man charged have been identified as 21-year-old Orlando Campbell, otherwise called Lucas, of Lincoln Road in Kingston 13. The police said Campbell was this week charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, along with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. So reports from the Hunts Bay police are at about 5:15 p.m. on Thursday the 19th of February. Reid was walking along the roadway when men on a motorcycle approached him and he reached the intersection of Bay Farm Road and Olympic. As he reached the intersection of Bay Farm Road and Olympic Way, I'm tired. He alleged that the pillion passenger opened gunfire, hitting Reid before the attackers fled the scene on the motorcycle. So the police were summoned, and on their arrival, the scene was processed and the body was removed to the morgue. So Campbell was charged after he was pointed out on an identification parade, and the date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. We say them a target educators and Chinese business people. A good man. A good man. You see, I'm a good man. But big up yourself in the family. I'm always alert still and I pray things. But we're good still. You see me? Not me I said them people are trouble nobody still, but me not trouble people like that. You understand? I mean, we're alright. But blessings for the advice, brother. I appreciate that still, and you're gonna take it in strides. Yeah, man. St. Thomas man charged following attack involving firearm. So a St. Thomas man was attacked. Well, a St. Thomas man who attacked another man with a firearm and a plastic pipe has been charged. 46-year-old Clayton, I guess Clayton's surname, otherwise called Buff, of Old Pera District or Pera District, Portmorant, was charged on Wednesday with unlawful wounding, assault occasioning actual bodily harm, and illegal possession of firearms. That will be charged. The police report that about 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the 29th of April, he used a firearm and a plastic pipe to inflict wounds to a man. He was arrested and later charged following a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. It's Williams, the brother name, yeah. Yeah, man. See him here, so. He don't got no next name, and that's his name. Dep on your own. Man killed by block making machine. So a father is questioning the circumstances that led to the death of his 20-year-old son, Rommel Forbes, at a Manchester Avenue-based hardware in Maypen, Clarendon, on Wednesday. Superintendent Christopher Phillips, in charge of operations for the parish, said the incident was being treated as an accident pending further investigations. In reporting what the police termed as death by misadventure, the Corporate Communications Unit of the JCF said Forbes was reportedly cleaning a block-making machine when he was struck in the head by a part of the machine. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Lusan Forbes, father of the deceased, said he is yet to get details of the accident. He said that his son, a past student of Central High School in the parish, was contracted to clear debris from the machine. He has been working at the hardware factory since March. The father of 5 said he received word of the incident from a relative who told him his son was taken to the nearby Mapen Hospital, a 3-minute drive from the hardware. Upon arrival at the hospital, he was greeted with gruesome tales surrounding the death of his first child. When we go down to the hospital, them say him neck broke, him chest plate mash up, and him head mash up. And him a bleed through him ears and nose. I need justice. He can't go so. I have $1 for bury dead now, he said. Me hear say him enter the place to clean the machine. And when him for move, him never move in time. So the machine start up. And him drop over in the machine. Right now, I don't know what really happened. Bimon Everton Burnett, uncle of the deceased, who described Rommel as a good youth who was very hardworking, and attempts to get a comment from the hardware's owner were futile up to the publication of the article. Jaja. Homeless person shot in Kingston. Police are probing. The police are probing the shooting of 2 homeless persons along Church Street in downtown Kingston. The incident, which happened about 10:10 Thursday morning, drew a large gathering. The Greener understands that both injured persons were rushed to hospital. We talked about it earlier, but I never know, say, boy, I may tell you. It's a brother will live at a temporary shelter get shot. It's like a car drive up and go to the stoplight and a man just walk up and fire the shot. And then them drive away, an alleged eyewitness said. Oh, but it still have a youth picture here, so. Jaja. Chaos in Orchard Race after brazen double murder. Pandemonium erupted in sections of Orchard St. Anne on Wednesday after a gunman sprayed 2 men with bullets at the market, resulting in their deaths. The deceased have been identified as 26-year-old Andy Reid, alias Fry, and Ivan Williams, OC Bigger, a cookshop operator of St. Anne addresses. So preliminary reports are that sometime after 3 p.m., the men were at a cookshop at the entrance of the Orchard market when they were accosted by an armed man. The gunman then opened fire, hitting the 2 men several times before escaping. Following the shooting, chaos erupted as persons in that section of the town ran for cover in fear of a reprisal while motorists tried to exit the town. One St. Mary resident who ventured to Orchard recounted the frightening scenes. I was walking in close proximity and you just hear the loud explosions. It's like a movie. Because people start running and screaming and me I wonder, what is this now? Me never stop running until me reach the bus park. I'm not running that. Long after we hear said 2 men get shot, but everybody did frighten and shake up. The man explained. A video circulating on social media showed one of the wounded men lying on the roadway with bullet wounds in severe pain. Persons were busy videotaping the gunshot victim while one onlooker urged others to assist him. The wounded men were eventually taken to hospital where they died while being treated. Let's just video, man. Let's get this for Facebook and YouTube, Instagram and Twitter. Hope them survive, but I could just go and video them now. Jaja. Put an angel over me, keep strong, with a firm meditation. One day, things must get better. Don't you go down, keep your head above the water. One day, things must get better. Yeah. I'm not sure if I will live to see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. And the wicked people work is taking off like an arrow. I wonder if I will see tomorrow. Living in this world of conflicts and sorrows. Bodies lay cold as gunmen strike bold. The wicked people work is taking off. My brother said, I'm not afraid to die, but pray to live until death. It's not hard for you to guess what will happen next. Heartaches and pain, works of ungodliness. Enough no know why them all live, that's why them want to hurt the flesh. Who are they? Tell me what they represent. I struggle with fear as an experience. Oh, them do them dirty works, to which I resent. But no one but them I go face the consequence and build walls instead of bridges, which ridicule. Yo, never mind. Yeah, man, it's like Kalanje. I don't know if Sizzler realize it. That song the greatest song he ever write. He probably don't even know. That song there is just a timeless song. Yes, Finar, that picture you have from 2010 incursion. See, but it's a soldier thing. Yes, and I don't know if Dada realized that tune there is a different type of tune. You understand? Tune there. JDF promises strong action against abusive soldiers. The Jamaica Defense Force is promising strong. When I interview him, I ask him if I have a favorite tune. I have to interview him, say, you know anything go? Yeah, man. Yeah. The Jamaica Defense Force is promising strong action against soldiers found guilty of instructing violators of the national nightly COVID curfews to engage in corrective measures. News of allegations came in an army statement in which JDF said it was also investigating the case in which a group of soldiers allegedly attacked a schoolboy in Majestic Gardens in St. Andrew on the 26th of April, resulting in the teen being hospitalized with a broken right leg. The JDF says it has consistently asserted the unequivocal unacceptability of members of the force misusing their authority by subjecting any member of the population to any form of abuse. We commit to ensuring that strong corrective measures are applied in any case where soldiers are found to perpetrate, facilitate, allow, or fail to report acts of abuse. It added, the JDF's interaction with citizens came under the microscope with the April incident in which a footballer was reportedly stopped by soldiers on his way to get dinner for his grandmother. Relatives allege that shortly after being stopped, the boy was chased by soldiers, one of whom allegedly kicked him, breaking his leg. He was hospitalized for several days. Wow. The timing of the incident is not clear, although the Independent Commission of Investigation, which is probing the matter, said it occurred in the late afternoon to evening of the Sunday. I saw the video saying Rainford Elliott, all of the contact information is in the description of the stream and every video. See? Yeah, man, blessings. So just click the description link. But anyways, 3216425. That's the channel WhatsApp number. You see? Yeah, man, and thing. Blessings, Father Elliott. Well, you can check out the description. I saw the video. Yes, and like me get a million videos each day in a peeps. And sometimes I only get to see like 2. You understand? So I don't saw a thing. But I saw that video and thing and I had a number of concerns. You see me? Never get around for doing an individual video on the matter, but I don't know. So the soldiers them say corrective measure. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Oriel Dussard said, good night, Teach. I love Sizzler, but also, Teach, what do you think about Butch Stewart giving each MP $500,000? You know, it's so funny enough, you know. It's an interesting question that, Oriel, because you know what? I was reading an article earlier that says Sandals will be reopening well, is hoping for reopening in June. Zine, and I immediately, the article surrounding the contribution came to my head. And me I say, you know what? Me I look on it from a positive standpoint. Zine. WhatsApp 321-6425. 876-321-6425. And me I say, I hope say the contribution there is not or was not made with the hope of getting an early opening for Sunday. That is what I'm saying in my head still. But let me say this though. Zane, any contribution that can be made to the public effort to fight the coronavirus is welcome. Zane, it was a very noble gesture if it was given without an expectation of receiving anything. Zane, all 63 constituencies in the country have residents who are struggling to get by in these times. Many residents have lost their jobs. Zane, many persons have been laid off. Many people don't know where the next meal will come from. Zane, and it was a very noble gesture by Mr. Stewart and his companies. Zane, somebody who has benefited immensely from the Jamaican population, to give back. So it was a contribution, and I'll take it as a contribution. Zane, it was interesting that it was stated that each constituency would receive $500,000. That to me would appear to be extremely non-partisan. Zane, and thing. So, but you know how these things are. I don't know that a man will give you $31 million and not expect nothing. But me I hope say this is not one of those situations. So I am sure that many persons hoping that the money will be used for the reason it was intended to, or intended for. More than hope so. You understand? So that the people who need it the most gets it, and I also sincerely hope that all the spending that is being done by the government. I remember a few days ago they said that they would have spent 2.5 billion out of the 3 billion allocated by the Ministry of Finance so far. And the Ministry of Finance said when they're doing their remember then call that again. Zane, they will give further consideration to the COVID fight. I hope that the Auditor General will be able to probe all spending done, every single dollar. And I sincerely hope as a Jamaican, Zane, that every single dollar that is spent can be accounted for, and it was spent above board, free from corruption and hanky-panky. You understand? Oh, big up yourself, Renford, man. Yeah, man, it's a live stream, brother. Big up yourself, yeah. Zane and thing. So, but then, blessings, family, and thing. So, it's an interesting question, Father Dussard. But may I go with the hope, say, it was given out of wanting to help and nothing else. Me see the comment about expectation of a tax write-off. You never know, but I mean, every dollar we can come through, you know, is a dollar that is appreciated. You understand? Cause it thing rough. See, and for a man to get up and say I give 63 constituencies $500,000, you have to appreciate that. You understand? That is the thing when I hope in a Kanayaka, that every single cent in the 500,000 of the 63 constituency is spent for the benefit of the people who need it the most. And as I said, that's why I'm making the call for the Auditor General, when this is all over and done, should peruse the spending of every single dollar in aid of the coronavirus fight. You understand what I'm saying? That is always a possibility, Kanaika, an unfortunate possibility. JJ, big up yourself. You see, and thing. But I could hope say in the midst of this crisis and pandemic, look how conscience will prevail. You understand? Look how conscience will prevail. And a man will try to make sure some integrity remain intact. And him don't become a virus himself. Yeah, I know someone audit going to start soon, but I want to audit when this over and done totally, Larry. You understand? Christopher, big up yourself, family. Now, peace, one big something. Indecom, the Independent Commission of Investigation, led by Terrence Williams a long while, has been a thorn in the side of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, if you are to believe the police. I have said before that Jamaica police force needs an oversight body, needs somebody to regulate activities and to keep an eye on them. However, Indecom might have been excessive and overhanded on numerous occasions, and I think there needed to have been a better balance between the realities of crime fighting and the operations of Indecom. There have been many cases where Indecom have arrested and prosecuted police officers. See, many times police officers get up, but there are police officers who are currently serving long sentences. Chucky Brown, for example, due to the intervention of Indecom. And there's a lesson in this to peeps. See, there's a message here. I remember Justice Seymour Panton, former president of the Court of Appeals, in a not so long ago article, berated people for their stance that the appeals court in Jamaica is a party shop. He was strident in his defense of the appeals court and their general verdict that they hand down, Zine and thing, and based on research, and here's the lesson. Majority of the rulings handed down by the Court of Appeal in Jamaica are generally upheld by the UK Privy Council. Let me say that again. Let me explain. I don't know the exact percentage in my head, but majority of the rulings handed down by our appeals court, when those decisions are appealed in the Privy Council, the same judgment where the appeals court in Jamaica pass is normally upheld by the UK Privy Council many times. And the reason for that is that the appeals court justices, they often use case files that would have been handed down by the Privy Council. Previous rulings and judgment, you call them case files now, that would have gone through the Privy Council. These are what the appeal court judges use in their determination and handing down rulings. So the same case files where the appeal court justices them in Jamaica use are the same case file where the Privy Council justices them are going to use. You understand? So, there are a couple high-profile cases, case laws, not case file, case laws. Thanks, John Hamilton. You understand? There are a couple of high-profile cases in Jamaica now that are where the Court of Appeals would have handed down judgments and declarations have been made that an appeal will be made. Well, they will seek leave from the Court of Appeal to appeal the decision in the UK Privy Council. Alright. There was a big thing between the JCF and Indecom where the JCF was contending that it was illegal for Indecom to arrest police officers. It went through the local courts. Then the Court of Appeal would have ruled against Indecom, and Indecom appealed the matter in the UK Privy Council. The Privy Council upheld the decision handed down by the Court of Appeals in Jamaica. Privy Council opposed Court of Appeal ruling on Indecom powers. The United Kingdom-based Privy Council has upheld a Jamaican court ruling that the Caribbean Islands Independent Commission of Investigation, Indecom, has no power to arrest or prosecute police personnel. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, Jamaica's final appellate court, handed down the judgment on Monday morning. Indecom had presented arguments in February of this year, urging the Privy Council to overturn the Court of Appeal decision, which indicated that the Commission does not have the power under Section 20 of the Indecom Act to arrest, charge, or prosecute any member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force or any other person. The appeal court, in a 2-1 decision, said Indecom officers as private citizens could carry out arrest and prosecution under common law without the permission of or a ruling from the Director of Public Prosecutions. According to the Privy Council, 2 preliminary issues were of concerns, which are the legal status of Indecom and its capacity to act, and the interpretation of the Indecom Act. The law lords ruled that although the Act does not expressly incorporate the Commission, it creates the Commission as a distinct entity with perpetual succession, which consequently places it in a position of statutory cooperation. The Privy Council said the Commission only has the powers conferred directly or indirectly upon it by the Act or other relevant legislation. According to the Privy Council, it is clear that the Commission's role is investigative from the long title of the Act and from Section 4, which sets out the Commission's function. The Act does not confer any express powers on the Commissioner, the Commission or its staff to prosecute incident offences. Yeah? Remember, you Wildman in his public circus had used the Indecom Act, as part of his defense in appealing for a judicial review of the charges laid against his thing. Interesting. Meanwhile, the Police Federation, which has brought the matter to the Jamaica Court of Appeal on behalf of the Deputy Superintendent, DSP Albert Dyer, said it welcomes the decision of the Privy Council. In a statement, the Police Federation thanked both the local and UK-based attorneys who worked on the case and said the ruling was a victory for all of us. Now, since that, a lot of things have happened. Detective Sergeant Pt2, who is head of the Police Federation, had said some things that apparently Terence Williams wasn't happy about. Terence Williams then issued an ultimatum to the boss, to the Police Federation head, directing him to withdraw and apologize, or else legal proceedings will follow. Indecom Commissioner files multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Police Federation and its chairman. Indecom Commissioner Terence Williams has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the Jamaica Police Federation and its chairman, Detective Sergeant Pt2. The lawsuit was filed in the Supreme Court this afternoon. Mr. Williams is seeking damages for a libel, exemplary damages, aggravated damages, and for the burden of legal costs to be placed on the Federation. The lawsuit notes that the dispute stems from a media release issued by the Federation, which alleged that Mr. Williams lacks integrity and is unethical and dishonest. Mr. Williams strongly denies the allegations. The Indecom Commissioner notes in the particulars of claim filed in the Supreme Court this afternoon that the media release was circulated by the Federation and was reported on by some media entities with extensive reach, including the Gleaner and Nationwide 90 FM. Mr. Williams further alleges in the lawsuit that Rowe and the Police Federation knew their allegations against him are untrue but have failed to apologize. The particulars of claims form says in a subsequent interview with Cliff Hughes, Mr. Rowe acknowledged Mr. Williams' good name but has failed to retract the offensive media release, which has caused the Indecom Commissioner considerable stress, anxiety, and public embarrassment. It is always interesting to note the wording of these lawsuits. Ah, boy. Always interesting. It makes for great reading, I can tell you. A man say it has caused him considerable stress, anxiety, and public embarrassment. Commissioner Williams is being represented by prominent attorney at law Livingston, Alexander, and Levy. Ah, boy, interesting. It is understood that the Police Federation has moved to hire a well-known Queen's Counsel to present its case in the legal battle with Indecom. Well-known Queen's Counsel. I wonder if this is the champion, man. I don't know. In the meantime, Detective Sergeant Rowe is refusing to comment on the matter. On Wednesday, Indecom told, I think, one newspaper, Nationwide. So on Thursday, shall we know? On Wednesday, Indecom told Nationwide that attorney representing the Police Federation has responded and asked for a 10-day extension. But Indecom said its legal team did not agree to that and instead gave the Police Federation until midday on Thursday to apologize and retract its statements. Nationwide news sources say the Police Federation boss missed that deadline. He was presented with the court documents today from Indecom's legal team. You know, me not look on the Privy Council judgment yet, brother. I just not too long, couple days, weeks back, finished with the Vibes Cartel judgment that at 235 pages. I would have summarized that and was supposed to do a video, but me not get around to that yet either. So, me have a look on the Indecom judgment, the Privy Council's judgment, and you can forward it to me for now. See? And thing. But me have to deal with the summary for the Vibes Cartel. Me probably do it in a forum like this, somebody just come and just talk about the summary, seeing and the important points and thing. So, and that I go on with the Indecom. The police, them are rejoice and I celebrate. Terence Williams, for his part, has said that when his contract runs out in June, at the end of May, he will not be seeking to extend said same. So this is the last few months, few weeks for Terence Williams as head of Indecom and thing. The whole Indecom situation, as I am a firm believer that Jamaica's police force needs some form of supervision. I am firm into that. I am also firm in the belief that Indecom was excessive on numerous occasions. You understand? Indecom go crime scene, go take policeman, gun, go arrest police, and apparently them not have Samuel, July, and apparently them not have the authority to do that. See? So, you know, it begs the question now. It begs the question now. Those policemen who were arrested by Indecom, tried, convicted, and sentenced, is there a situation now where some of those instances and incidents may be revisited based on the ruling of the Privy Council, or what is done is done? Me need to ask a question there and thing. So, I don't know if anybody in here from the legal fields we can shed some light on that for me. I think somebody did text me earlier and I make reference to that. I forgot to ask. Real would love to hear this. Would love to hear what Sir M. and thing. So, speaking about Ruel, them not say them appeal, the appeals court just judgment to the Privy Council. Alright. Yeah. So, peeps, one article here say you know, where, Jano, me not answer that, me I go share it. Slain 21-year-old insisted bad man no work. May I read that again? Slain 21-year-old insisted bad man no work, says mom. Yeah? The man tell him mother say bad man no work. I think some steps are being made in some areas of the force, but I think it needs to be speeded up stuff. You understand? We know the ills of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. See, I have always said that. Alright, Father Finan, I say I read brother. Me take a look. I go favorite it so I can not lose it. As a matter of fact, I go download it between tonight and tomorrow and thing. The rising murder and black love. Big up yourself and your family. I appreciate that something, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Blessings every time. The rising murders and bloodletting in the St. Andrew South Police Division is not lost on Eileen Graham, whose 21-year-old son, Shannon Staple, first thing him have a girl name. So from the naming part, something wrong. Shannon was killed by gunmen on Phillip Avenue in Olympic Gardens on Sunday morning. Trivian and Spy, big up yourself for the brother. I appreciate the support something, you know. Yeah, man, you know what thing go. Blessings every time. Hope the family alright with Black Love and the family alright with Father Spy. You know what I mean? So he was killed on Sunday morning. Despite the police division being under a state of emergency since July last year, criminals have continued their murderous rampage, racking up 51 of the 442 murders recorded island-wide up to May the 2nd. The deadly toll represents a 10.9% increase over the 46 murders recorded in the division over the same period last year. Yesterday, an emotional Graham told the Gleaner that despite her best efforts, her son was determined to chart a path of crime from early on, and she could not steer him away from it. She recalls sitting inside her house, browsing Facebook on Sunday when she was jolted by a gunfire outside about 10:17 a.m. As she got up to check what was happening, there was a second round of fire. By the time I go out and pull the gate, I go out there and go over him and say, see it there? And this it lead to because they wouldn't listen to me. She said that Staple refused to work because bad man don't work. And she wished that his father had not died in December of 2012 because maybe he would have been more successful in keeping him on the right track. Graham said that she had to put her son out of the house and she did not want his criminal deeds to cause her or his siblings to be targeted. Him was a hard nut and you couldn't stop him. I never yet see him with more than one phone. I never yet see him with more than one phone. But me know him thief phone. She said, one time me have to carry him go station to make the girl get back her phone. Him big brother offer him work and him tell him brother say bad man no work. Every time him do things me no like, me tell him to leave. Him get shot multiple times for stealing. He was involved in shootings too, she revealed. A man say bad man no work higher. You understand? Him not depend on something there. So me can find a one article for done the stream. Yeah. I never even fix up the picture with the Empress here. Because I never had a plan for cover an article. But, see, I hope it stretch. Stretch. Nah, no stretching. Fitness Freak promotes sperm smoothie. I read it off of my phone because I can't bother to go look for it now. See? Let me fix this because right now, I'm quite sure to drop that in all my net back. I mean, I know that. Eyes popped and mouths dropped wide open this week when it was reported in this newspaper, which is The Star, that a British woman is using sperm smoothies to build her immune system. Tracy Kiss, what a surname. Well, are there? Over there, Tracy Kiss, and she promote sperm smoothies. Tracy Kiss. I'm a super boy, but I don't think Shannon is a man name, obviously. I say that. Shannon, a man should not be called Shannon, brother. This is my fervent belief. Yes, and there are names that are designed for females and names that are designed for male. Shannon is not a man name. I'm sure you only give your son name Shannon. I know Shannon Gabriel Folly. That don't mean say it right if you call your son Shannon. You then want your mother name you Shannon. Susie, big up yourself for that. Thanks for the contribution. Yeah, man, I have to draw for spread out, man. So watch you now. So, Tracy Kiss, 32-year-old, said she takes a sperm straight from the source, her boyfriend, to make immune building punch. And she is unashamed of what she's doing. As Kiss puts it, kiss my neck, leading a healthy, active lifestyle and consuming plenty of vitamins and minerals. Naturally, through fresh fruit, vegetables, and semen, as a vegan helps to keep my immune system at its healthiest, which in turn prevents me from becoming ill. Well, except mentally ill. The fitness trainer and mother of two, I wonder if she give her youth them. The fitness trainer and mother of two advises that rather than waiting to become sick and then seeking a cure or pain relief, prevent yourself from getting sick by maintaining a healthy and strong immune system all year round. For those who laugh or scorn, it is their loss and something healthy, free and plentiful to us all. I hope one day they realize the benefits of nature rather than expensively medicating illnesses that can be easily prevented. Me dem prefer 6 still. Yeah, man. As a brother from out of St. Mary say, right now, I prefer dead before he catch corona. You see me, I say? Not only does Kiss me neck believe the consumption of semen can prevent COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, but she is convinced that the ejaculated liquid is health food. She said too that it should be consumed as fresh as possible. Why? Jaja. She was asked how did the idea of a semen smoothie come about. Knowing the benefits of semen to my skin, when using semen to treat what is rosacea sensitive skin, semen have over 200 vitamins and minerals, including protein per ejaculate. I realized these same benefits could go deeper than the surface of my skin if ingested, she said. She said that after conducting research online, she saw where studies have spoken about the power of semen in boosting the immune system. And so she began investing rather than wasting it. She's a sperm investor. If I don't take it directly from my partner, I store it in the fridge. In an airtight container for up to 20 in a Hoover fridge. In a airtight container for up to 24 hours or in the freezer. Thereafter, and add it to the fresh fruit and vegetable superfood smoothies each morning. Kiss me neck said. But Dr. Elon Thompson, president of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, said he was unaware of any scientific evidence to support the consumption of sperm for nutritional reasons. Lisa said she didn't even like when they touch her skin. Kerry, me see you still walk with a 2 cup. I don't think this is something people should consider. Me neither. Doing right now, well, I don't think this is something people should consider doing right now for nutritional benefits. I would encourage them to stay away from this practice because, one, I don't think it is going to be socially acceptable, and two, there is no scientific evidence to suggest that this is something we should be practicing, Thompson said. And then next thing, suppose the man have some form of STI or STD, then your throat not good again. Alright, never mind. The doctor said, while noting that there are persons who swallow sperm during sexual encounters, warned that there's a danger that people may consume semen that may contain infections. If it is that persons are doing this consumption for a nutritional benefit, I don't think there is any nutritional benefit there, Thompson said. Meanwhile, the vegan nutrition advisor said that semen by itself can taste salty or musty, depending on the foods which have recently been consumed by the meal, providing the juice. She said that if a man consumes citrus fruits, it helps to remove the saltiness from the taste. Mixing semen into a fruit smoothie disguises the taste, and you wouldn't know that it is there at all, she said. And for those who want to try the semen smoothies, Kiss Me Neck said that preparing it takes no extra effort. It is not different from your normal daily routine for taste and flavor, as the semen mixed into cold drinks, smoothies, or on cereal is completely disguised in taste and texture. Give it a try. Give it a try. See how you feel after. The results speak for themselves. You can choose to do nothing for your health and feel rubbish and lose days at a time. Off from work and away from life because of sickness and seasonal colds and flu. Or you can take a positive step to put your health first by consuming a daily multivitamin from a health store or nature's free multivitamin found in semen for free and in plentiful supply, she said. Kiss Me Neck reasoned that the world has a long way to go to overcome the hard scale society we live in, where pharmaceutical brands, greedy for profit, try to sell you magic pills for every symptom and sickness, which are packed full of chemicals and come, pun intended I suppose, with a whole long list, pun again, we don't know, of additional side effects that they cause. You understand? If somebody did tell me, me would have say a lie. Me see it for myself water full up my eye. Or short, it depends. The point. Or poetic. Yeah, peeps. So I teach them a true. It's good for skin, especially acne. And that's why your face so clean, Kerry. Me just ask, show me see two pictures sometime. And then me I say your face kinda clean. Then me not know if it did have happening one night time. You understand? I live in Canada for over 40 years and don't know what jail house look like. But as a kid in Jamaica, I was in and out of jail like crazy. That is not a good look for Jamaica. They incriminate innocent. Okay. Blessings, Father Daniel. I'm glad for know say your thing turn around and now. You understand? Teach them. Like how some would lock school. Or go on for the kids. School a lock, brother. I will tell us a school lock. School a lock. School not lock till the 3rd of July. Online teaching is going on every day, sir. You understand? Using different mediums. Some people using different online platforms, Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, email, Google Classroom. School a lot, brother. Yeah, man, and CXC is slated to run either in July or in, June, July, or September, October. The decision at this point in time is that the components will be a multiple choice paper. Not sure how many questions it. Normally, paper 1 is 60 multiple choice for CXC papers, and the school-based assessment component, the SBA, and it will be administered either in a physical settings based on the coronavirus or digitally, virtually. So we don't know. You understand? So I curious as a teacher, I am asking if it's true. Never said it was, oh, your scandal, skin clean naturally. Then me no know. That's why I never ask. So now you clear up that for the clear skin. Then me know. You understand? Then me no know. Then I don't know nobody will treat at me with premise. You understand? So I could tell you. You understand? So, I them look at things. Me see you put on your cup them, Your cup full. Yeah, family. So school na lockdown, man. So if you hear that somewhere, I'm not sure. Zane, schools will be closed officially on the 3rd of July. You understand? And reopen officially on the 7th of September. Where they are saying the first 20 days of school will be for assessment purposes and thing. And why it's rough. Hopefully, by September 7th, school can open for sure. You understand? Because as good as December 25th before school open, if you don't mind sharp. You understand? So we have to give thanks. You see me? Yeah, man. I mean, like go school physically teach. Matthew Parch, man. I'm confused because I think I answer the question, bro. Let me read back the teach. Like how some would have lock school. What go on for the kids doing? So I just tell you what go on for the kids them at the CXC. Generally speaking, teachers are offering online means of engaging their students. Zane? So different teachers are using and different schools are using different means and measure. Some schools have their own online platform. Some schools are using other online platforms. Zane, trying to prepare their students. For example, me, with my CXC students, I use Skype. I'm not really not a Zoom thing. I still have to use Zoom for meetings, but I not trust Zoom. So I use Skype and WhatsApp as a means of engaging my student. Also, we have a Google Classroom. Well, Google Classroom for all of my classes and stuff. Seeing? So there are different ways of engaging. Okay, I was asking for a name. I understand now, Matthew. Hopefully, the explanation clears up the questions that you have. Because I don't want you to leave and you don't understand. See? And them things there. See? So, there are the issue is that not all students are benefiting because of resource constraints, because of they don't have no computer or no phone, no internet or no Wi-Fi. So a whole heap of variables and dynamics are at play. But generally, as far as I know, most schools have moved the teaching learning engagement online using various different platforms and avenue. You understand what I mean? And thing. Rankit, like I have to use it, but me only use it for meetings because my place of employ, that is where they keep senior teachers meeting the other day. That is where they're keeping grade meetings, and they had a PT, a grade 10 PTA meeting this afternoon. I never joined that one there still because they kind of do some other things. I had a department meeting with my teachers on the other day and a Zoom that I have to use. So I don't like a Zoom thing, but generally speaking, many people are using that. The Google platform, the Google Classroom situation is a very, very, it's a platform that has a lot of potential for that. People are using Edmodo, Zane, other people are using other platforms. So it is a challenge. I think in reality though, that as a sector, we should have been incorporating an online component to the teaching learning process long before now. But I suspect going forward it may become commonplace for that to be a part of it. I remember a few months ago there was a meeting at my place of work with senior teachers where a gentleman who had created an online learning platform was invited, and he was sensitizing us about his platform because the school was planning to purchase him and think whenever I reach on to that yet still, it would have been nice if that was on stream, so we don't have to be, you know what I mean, finding creative ways to engage students. In some schools they are printing physical handouts and dropping it off at students' homes who are struggling. There is a thrust now to get tablets and laptops to students who don't have no forms of accessing the online platforms and things. Not sure how. I think Ready TV is providing internet for persons who live in a certain areas. I think free of cost to the students, but the government will be footing the bill. So some things are happening. Some things are taking long, but it better late than never, don't. So this is a learning process for us, and the thing that concerns me the most, Zane, the thing my Clarice said, I am presently in class. Okay, Father Mike, the thing that concerns me the most, teach, you talk about the lawsuit against the Jamaican government. By who? Who sue them? I'm not sure which story that. The thing that concerns me the most is that over a year now, there has not been an education minister. We have had a minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Carl Samuda, providing oversight for the ministry. In these times, the ministry needs leadership. It needs somebody who is young and vibrant, who is in tune with the tech of the day. You don't have to be technologically savvy, but is able to understand the importance of technology, is able to connect with the student population in the country. And we continue. And when you realize that of all the press conferences, the least emphasis is placed on education. Why? We don't have an education minister. Seeing that irks me, it irritates me, it annoys me, it is dumb. I have said before, and because there is no law in the world that the education minister have to come from the ruling party, but generally that is the case. There was a time when Floyd Green, who is now over in the agriculture ministry, was a minister of state in the education ministry. I suppose he was understudying Ruel Reid. For whatever reason, Floyd Green was moved out, Zane, and Carl Samuda was moved in eventually. That no make no sense to me whatsoever. And yes, people are going to say, "Are your boss?" It no matter to me. At the end of the day, I look for the betterment of the country, the betterment of the education system. Carl Samuda cannot be the answer. Will never be the answer. You understand what I say? You need, this is a time where the education ministry needs direction, it needs leadership, it needs innovation, it needs ingenuity. You understand? It needs know-how. It needs freshness. It needs energy. Carl Samuda can provide none of what I listed above just now. In all due respect. You understand? I do not know what is the Prime Minister's insistence in not replacing Ruel Reid with somebody who is capable. I have absolutely no idea. And it cannot be that there's nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party who is capable. That is just not the case. You have many young, brilliant minds in the ranks of the government. Why is he insisting on keeping Carl Samuda there? Makes an Andrew Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who is a former Minister of Education, should know the importance of the sector, should understand how important a time this is for direction and leadership. And he continues to have Carl Samuda overseeing the ministry. I have absolutely I don't think Carl Samuda have any idea why. It look like the only person who have an idea why is the Prime Minister. And you know, people keep on asking me, Teach, how come when I see you in the press conference and I ask questions? I suppose there are a number of reasons for that. One, I am of the view that Jamaica, that the government per se don't see YouTubers as being media per se. And I suppose it is our fault too as content creators. See? Because we have created an impression that we are all about sus and gossip and negativity. You understand? And who a clash and who a fight and who they with who cheap and who. See? So for the few people them in the space, we actually try provide some information in a professional way. Those persons are broad brush with the whole vlogger community. So it is very unlikely that you will ever see I guess them and the government and Berry seem to have a good role because him normally there in some spheres and some spheres. You understand? So with the exception of Berry really, who me normally see in a certain environment and a certain crowd, the government don't really give credence to social media influencers because, and I suppose one, them probably nervous too in terms of them probably not sure the type of questions them when you come ask. You understand? It could be because you beat up the government many times on issues like crime and corruption and the cockpit country and all sort of things. Then probably because all you need for a one man in death say, yo, that boy, I remember say, yo, in this way with the cockpit country and him do this and him say that and all sort of things and you don't know what kind of question I can ask, you don't know where I'm brain there and them something there. So it is very unlikely and people keep on asking and in all honesty, I think that the government don't see YouTubers as being media. See? You understand? Because the reality is that if Zara Zara name 80 degrees now, if Zara Burton program can get, entity can get credential, media pass, ask question, my channel can get that too in all honesty. But I guess because we beat them from time to time, them probably not into that. See? And I have our next working theory, but I'll not say that publicly, but everything good. You understand? But what me I say is that if I was able to ask one question in one of them media, the question, why, Mr. Prime Minister, do you insist on keeping Carl Samuda or giving Carl Samuda oversight responsibility for the education ministry when I am sure you can appreciate the fact that now is a time for innovation, for energy, for creativity. What is the situation? That is a question. Me write it down a long time in my head now. But apparently I can't get them Zoom password and thing. So everything good still. You understand? Me not really feel no way about it, but me know a person out there saying, but Scotty asked me the other day, oh brother, how come you know the press conference and ask question? I say Dussard asked the question the other night, other people asked the question. You understand me? I say many persons are asking the question, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Zane, I've never seen myself as a media entity. Zane, I am a content creator who bases on YouTube. Zane, and as I'm saying, for whatever reason, persons who have responsibility for the media aspect of these press briefings don't see it fit to extend an invitation, and I don't see it fit for ask for an invitation either. I wouldn't really run down people or beg people things neither. You understand what I say? And thing, I provide the information at the press briefings because I restream it. But there's going to come a point to where me I go stream the press conference them while them live. I'm telling you already, you know, me find the device because me tell us people I sell them it's a $200 device, but based on the fact that many people have gone online and many persons are now streaming in the COVID-19 lockdown, the demand was very high, the supply was very low, so man I sell a $200 device with $600. You understand what I say? But we wake up the other morning and we go check and we find it and we purchase it. Zine? So in the future, and it's not just for the COVID thing, but there are going to be other instances where streams are being done and I want to share. And we can't do this laggy, choppy business. See, so hopefully that works. I also am planning to upgrade my internet, my bandwidth. Again, the last time I did that, a be a problem. So we'll see how that go. Because the streaming software that I use is developing the ability to stream to multiple platforms from the software, not via Restream or Switchboard or whatever restreaming service. So you know you're going to need more bandwidth. And remember my plan to upgrade my computer too. So all of them look things in our future. Because I say, we just continue to put in the work, we continue to improve. Normally, and everybody see the improvements them, but they are there. You know, we can come on and Kerry can say, you're well lit tonight. We are so there are incremental changes where we not advertise or announce, but they are there and we do them things here to improve the content we put out there. Oral Gill, good job teach. When are you going to interview Bounty Killer? And I would love if you could put them in episodes. When you're going to interview the killer, when the time is right. You understand? That is one interview that I have never rushed, Zane. That interview is a matter of time. As you know, a mutual respect between me and Rodney. Zane. So I just organize a thing when me ready and when him available. Zane. But that interview there, you know, rush that interview there because the reality is when you interview a killer, who you interview after? You understand what I say? So, read episodes, maybe because the interview there might be 1 3-4 hour interview, so maybe it have to be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. We don't know yet. I could watch and see how it go. But killer, eventually, brother, it ain't no matter no if, but, nor maybe. You understand? It's just a matter of when. See? But I love to interview Gargamel, but Gargamel look like him pick and choose who interview him still. You understand what I say? So, but I know. But we're there if Gargamel want to talk about the journey, Zine, we're there anytime, any day, anyway. Yeah, well, when the COVID kind of ease off still. You know, I think. But as me I say, that is the situation. I watch the press conferences, but I generally watch the press conferences before I restream them. Zine and thing. So while I'm live, I watch them and then I restream them and watch them again and we pick up different things and we see some things and we hear some things and we observe. But it is good that the government continue to provide information on a weekly basis. I appreciate that and thing. So it is what it is. I'm not lose no sleep over it. You understand? Remember one time we couldn't interview an artist, now we can interview artists. So like, right now we can't participate in them live press conference. Probably one day we'll be able to. But you know what thing, we just continue putting in the work, remain humble, stay focused. You understand? Never lost my way. Never turn fool when you reach at the crossroads. Never lost my way. Never see the hype and get confused. Ginger, big up yourself. Yeah, man. You do what thing. Go peeps, big up on yourself. Enjoy what you can of your weekend. Saying if a lockdown, make the most of the lockdown. You understand? And oral girl, big up yourself, and brother. Teach you have to push up yourself and get nosy. No, you know, brother. No. People for see your work and don't ignore you. You understand? For me, the two best journalists in the country are Dean Jackson Miller and Abka Fitz-Henley. Cliff Hughes a general too. But you know, see, Abka Fitz-Henley a push up himself and a run dog them people. Yeah, none at all. You understand? More time, you make your work speak for you. Zane, you don't want a government guy I feel like say me I run them down. Me not stay that way then either. You understand? You have to times 10 your hands, and I am not sure if you have done so before, because I do believe your channel and the questions you would ask would be of value. But there you go and put in the work, brother. See? But there you go and put in the work. We have a lot of questions, like a lot of people. But you can't ask questions if you're not in years done. But we are going to put in the work. But oral girl, me I tell you the truth, brother. You're not going to see me a push up on a politician guy. You understand what I say? I mean that in a not disrespectful way, but I just say reality that. You see me I say? Yeah, man. I just want them things. You see me? So, if me I put in the work and I keep a thing on a level and I try to provide some information and you not see no benefit in that, then so be it. Life goes on. So, me I say, the point that I did for the coronavirus, the Ministry of Education shared it. You understand what I say? We never ask them post it on them social media. Zane, the government never see it fit for share. Zane, I suppose some people in the government probably have way off on a way. Zane, you don't have to call a name, but you know, just pay attention to the history of certain things and then see what go on. And some people influential when they come on to the media aspect because of what them do and them training. So, I mean, no one want to go on still, but we just go on keep it on. You know what thing? We just put in the work. I try to provide the information for the people them, and we're good with that. When the people them get the information and it's useful, we're good with that. When we teach a youth, if a youth don't pass but a youth get him all, we're proud of the youth. So I just saw a thing go. You know, I always work out how you want to work out. But the work I speak for itself. You understand? One at a time, we are try we best to get an interview with an artist. No, the interviews them just flow. Just flow. We can do 3-4 interviews in one day because your work start speak for itself. And when you improve what you do and constantly try to improve, people have to see it, you know. You understand me? I say them have to see it. So you just go and stay focused, believe in yourself, try to improve, because we know say a lot of things we need to improve. And we always try to improve. People don't really see them things there or make them things there. People quick have to criticize, seeing and say negative things, but them don't understand how conscious you are of certain things and how much you try to fix certain things. But I have also learned that with social media, you can't please everybody. So that is one thing I never try to. I do the things I do to the best of my ability at that point in time. I reflect. I say, okay, you made a mistake there. You need to fix that for the future. Then that can be improved. That can be tweaked. That can be modified. And gradually and over a period of time, we improve. You understand what I say? You know, just there so improve. So it's a gradual thing. You understand what I say? So I just that's the thing that people. So we give thanks for the support first and foremost, because as I normally say, if I never own this not possible, we hit 160,000 subscribers sometime today. I mean, I joy that people. You understand for know where I come from. One of them day they will show the journey where we start out there, so to where we there now in our studio. One day, one of them day, when the studio cleaned up and them up there. Zane, I think. The studio not normally clean, but I kind of do some rearrangement. I want to do some things in front and I want to raise my speaker them. I want a third monitor. Create one little H pattern. I want to mount my light them on the wall, like my camera. I still have to go to what I do with my mic. So me I figure out some things. So sometime before the year done, me do a tour of the studio, not to show off anything, but to show a youth, say, look here. It don't matter where you start from. Remember, we start with the Note 4 out there, so with the world map back of our head. And look on the tablet and I look up in the phone light and you're blind and people I see you can't read them if you go sell back juice. No, we can't do anything. We voice over, we go on camera, we stream, we interview, we script, we edit, we are build website. Speaking about building website, I am currently working on the channels. Well, it's not really just for teach them, but you know my initials are HW. So it's HW Media Limited, where all the social media presence will be under one umbrella. And with the HW Media, I have told you before that I have been working on creating a business where I provide equipment and services for certain events. So like you're getting married and you want a PA system, nice. That are different from anything in that country. You need a master ceremony, you need videographers and photographers, you need video editing and picture editing, then graduation, same settings, balls, same settings, lighting and stuff. So that will be under the HW Media brand as well. Then we kind of put off that a little, but we are going to work on that again. Then the whole podcast situation, that I come under the brand to plus the 3 channel them, teach them, JA Positive, Jamaica. We know we're not working on those channels right now, but we're going to do that. But it's just a matter of time, peeps. It's just a matter of time. You understand? Rainford Elliott, dig up yourself, brother. You know what I think? So we just take a look at time. Then I'll show you the website. Probably Sunday, bits and pieces. So we're still working on stuff. Then I am not training in a website building. So I am learning as I go. I am doing it myself. There you go. Then, so this YouTube journey has turned me into so many different things. You understand? Into a voiceover artist, even though some people don't love my voice. Into a videographer, even though I have a lot to learn as it relates to that. I don't really do the picture side yet, but I will have to do that because the missus that she want a photo shoot for her pregnancy photo shoot. She said I have 1 million cameras, so if you learn to use them, so I have to go take a few pictures. We see how that go. So I might become a photographer. Then I am learning to light different sets and scenes. Then I have become an engineer, audio engineer, video engineer, a video editor that I am very proud of. I am still learning. You understand, with the video editing thing. You see me, I say we can edit audio, we can edit video. Then a whole host of things. So this has been, we have learned to write, to script a video. Then we research. I've always been a researcher when I go to school anyways, but I am now able to use that on this platform. Then I have become a lot more, let me find the word, accommodating. Then, because with the YouTube situation, you have to be very patient sometimes. You have to be polite even when you not to be polite. Then, so you have learned to be accommodating. Then, generally, this is my personality, but with the YouTube thing, it's easy to run with some people sometimes, but you just realize, look here, people will be people, so you learn to be a little bit more accommodating. You understand? So, this YouTube journey has been a blessing in so many different ways. You understand? We can go shoot music video. That me tell us, 99% of the times I go interview an artist, 2 things them normally say. Well, they normally say one thing and ask one question. What them normally say, yo, are some serious gears at them. So when they reach for the interview and them start see the capabilities, them start say, oh, you think professional, man. It bigger than what we think. You understand? And do you shoot music videos? You understand what I say? So it's a million different opportunities there. It's not just take up a phone and make 2 videos, any old video looking any old way. You understand? I don't do some video because I don't have enough pictures or video clips to do the video. That is just me, because if I am not on camera, my viewers, because YouTube is not a radio channel, you know. It's a video platform. So for me, my viewers are supposed to have something to look at. So you now come see me, use one picture for do one video and me still gonna talk for 10, 12 minutes. That not me, brother. So if me not have enough picture, me not do the video. Look, I have been doing this series on some of the most wanted men in the country history and some so-called dance. Some of them, the reason why I not do no video yet are because no picture not did it. You understand? So, for me now, shall I change my viewers with a one picture of me sitting at for 10 minutes? It's a video. Video is something when you watch and the audio sync with what you see. You understand what I say? So, for me, give you one picture of me sitting at talk for 10, 15 minutes, half an hour. It's not a radio station, brother. It's just me do my thing differently. You understand? For example, my stream, when I look on my screen, it clean like a whistle. Because I don't want the whole heap of excitement and this and that and that and that and that. Clean and simple. That's just me. You understand? Me need to change my chair because the part up here is so kind of distracting. But the chair I want is very heavy and it's very expensive and I don't buy it yet. You understand? So one of them time there. Seeing? So it's just what works for me. It might not work for some other people. Seeing, but my viewers, me want to give each, I'm telling you, each time I do a video, me want that video there be the best video I do so far. You understand? In terms of how it look, in terms of how it sound, in terms of how it flow. That's just a mark when me said for myself. Me don't know how people sit down and watch one video with one picture for 15 minutes. It's not a radio station, brother. It's a video platform. It's a video people I watch. So me just make the thing differently still. One day politicians will want you to interview them. Like how you interview the entertainers. Just watch. Well, Empress will just go on all out and I just go and put in the work. And say I remain humble. Zine, and I build the right links and I not run down nobody. And I take with time. I learn from my mistakes. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. And I just saw a thing go reinvest and I try get the equipment them to complement what you do. Because it's not all about equipment in it. Because you can have the best camera in the world and you don't know if you use it. You understand what I say? I have been actively contemplating doing some courses in video production. Zine, probably by I create, but that will be something online because I can't go deal with the physical classroom space now. Still teaching, running the channel, plus that. Because I just want to improve. Zine, hell, I might do a voice training course. Zine, a voice and speech course to deliver, enunciate and pronunciate and improve my cadence as I go. At them look at things I'm having in my head. So this is not just, we just a run company on YouTube, come do a video and who watch it. No, my thing bigger than that now. I tell you already, the vlogging thing there not me. I am a content creator. See, I want to create content that can last. While I'm on a run company on YouTube, go do a video where people are going to watch it 2 days and it might get 60,000 views or 70,000 views. I want a video where over a 5-year period, I get views every month. And by the time you know it, either 500,000 views or 1,000,000 views. It's different people look on a thing differently. You understand? Some man want to make it now. Yes, we want to make it now. But we also want to make it consistently. You see me the pan? Matthew, just give me a little time. I know I beat me pan the podcasting, Zane, but just give me a little time. The podcast set up their own, so we can't show you a little bit tight. Zane? See, their own, so it just not start doing no work over there yet. You understand? So it did it. I just give me a little time. You understand? You see me I say, so we just take with time. We're not in a rush. You understand? Some things I have not brought to the channel yet. Deliberately. You can't bring everything one time. Me never start streaming when I start the YouTube. I started streaming about 1.5 years after. You understand? And over time, the stream has improved and improved and improved and improved. You see me I say? So I just saw a thing where we started on camera, then we come off a camera, but we can go up on camera and come anytime we want. So it's just how you make the thing. So we just take a little time. Turkey style cooking, mama. Slow and steady win the race, man. We're not in a rush. You understand? People will grow faster. People will get more views. People will get more subscribers. But at the end of the day, it's who are gonna last. You understand what I say? Whose work will live on? whose interviews people will be watching 30 years down the road. You feel me that pan? I just that's the thing there. So we just take with time, Zine, we are learn, we are make some mistakes, we are learn from them, we are modify some approaches, fix some things, experiment with some things, see what work for we, see what not work for we. Zine, and one of the things is that I want a studio space. Like a where when I come in, one button, everything up and running. But I cannot do it where I am at now because it's not a permanent space. See, so all of them little things that we are meds and we are look down the road and we are a whole heap of little things, peeps. You understand? You see the size of my head, it's big for a reason. So when they say big head boy, I just laugh because they even know. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Teach. Tell them about streaming with yourself with the old cell phone. You know what they go. You understand? Little John interview or stuff. Big up yourself in a Pablo George. You understand? You know, full joy, the whole I interview them because something special about every interview. You know? You understand what I say? Something special about every artist. Zine. So it's a different vibe for every artist. Even though we ask the general same questions, no artist story is the same. Zine. Everybody experience different. So it's a whole different vibe and thing. So we can't wait for take on the streets again. We have some big interviews put on in the making, up and coming. Is just until the COVID situation. But we still give thanks because we know the COVID situation, people are losing their life. So we can't go on like we are fool to the thing and be selfish. We wait until the thing balance and we can move on. Yeah, so I say. So yeah, peeps, you know more time, I digging on my brain a little bit and I couldn't see what I think on a little level. Zine teacher, you came far away. Remember seeing your videos with either a calendar or a map in your background, shirt and tie. Just I come from work, Kerry. Just come in from work, put up my school bag and start doing video. You understand? Yeah, man. So you know what thing go. Far where you come from, man. Far where you come from. Now a lobster we name for dinner. I mean I really eat lobster still, but that's what I couldn't know. So peace, big up on yourself, yeah, sir. One of the next component on the channel where like me can do it if me really have to do it is take calls. But I want when me I take calls, it different, it clean, it seamless. So we still a work on that. We still like the Rode Procaster Pro. But it's a big old device that is the audio interface for the podcast setup. Like me can bring it over here and take 2 phone calls one time. Sorry. One via Bluetooth, one via plugging in a phone directly. But it just not work for me here. So we still try to find a more streamlined, smaller way where we can incorporate that over here. So I know that's important. But I don't rush certain things. You understand? I just step my time. Yeah man, body boy I come a far away, man. Yeah, so the way I say. And things. So with the here, peeps, we just take a little time. You understand? Turco style, slow and steady with the race. You know what it go. More time I sit down and pre some things, I just laugh. Yeah, man, and so true me know the bigger picture, just like back in the days when I tell us people say me for go sell back juice and banana chips. And left a YouTube thing and go learn to read. I just sit down and laugh. You understand? Because true me didn't know what bust up in my head already and I didn't know what is to come. You understand? When they really make that face with. So I'm upon, yes I. So peeps, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, protect yourself. You understand? Stay sanitized. Blessings in around. Appreciate that in the Father Keith. See? And the people them why we do this, you know. We don't really do this to ourselves. Probably when we just start out, we don't do this to ourselves for one selfish means and selfish ways. See? Yes, it's a job. I have invested a lot. Like when I said I have invested a lot, I have invested a lot in my brand, a lot in my gear. You understand what I say? I still intend to invest because I tell them I want to upgrade my computer, I want to balance my lighting some more for my streaming, I want to do something, change out the cameras for my interviews. 2 different cameras I use, them 2 cameras, I have them set up in the studio for when I go on camera. That's how I want that to stay. I can't whether if set up each time I want to shoot a video and pull down and set up. That kind of drain your creative energy and thing. So you just want to come, boom, turn on your camera, them, record, edit. You understand? So I want that to be a permanent thing. And I want the 2 same cameras for my interview. I have always been a Canon person. Doesn't mean I will not change. I am liking the Fujifilm X-T4. There are still a few weaknesses on that camera I really like. The autofocus is not the best in the world. I don't really love the design of the camera. Zine. So I watch and see what the X-T5 offer. Canon's supposed to release the EOS R5 and R6, but those will be probably 3,500 to 4,000, 5,000 cameras. I think I'm ready to spend that type of money there. Zine. I had recently bought two 90Ds, but I have to send them back because they had issues. Brand new, but I think something did wrong with them. So I'm not sure them camera they were real camera. So if I buy back the 90Ds, I'll buy them directly from Canon and things. So with the year I go on the streaming camera, I stream on a Lumix G7. My ultimate stream camera is also a Canon 90D for a couple of reasons. This is a micro four thirds sensor, very small, so it's not great in low light. Zine. I mean, you have the Sony's like the 5100 that come very highly recommended, and the A6400 Zine. But the 90D is a crop sensor camera. Zine, larger sensor. The EF mount has a wide cross sectional lens and things. So that is my ultimate stream camera. But when I buy that until the price drop way down so, and Canon probably have it refurbished on them website. So we take a look at time and we see this camera become the camera over the podcast setup. So we have some little things in our head, peeps. But some things busting on my head, but just laugh and go on, as my father said. But we don't talk to you now. One day, I know people say teach, don't show people your things them. But one day, I'm going to do a studio tour just to show people what you can achieve when you remain focused, when you are willing to make sacrifices, when you are willing to understand that friendships and relationships will become strained, Zine, when your lifestyle will change, when you come in from work 4 o'clock, you work till 2 o'clock, you go sleep, wake up again 6 o'clock, gone back at work, sleep a kill you. Zine, you have deadlines to meet at work, but you have videos to do, you have to strike a balance in that. Zine, and I think my greatest achievement as a YouTuber, as a content creator, is building a channel while remaining a teacher. Many persons who have the amount of subscribers I have and the reach that I have are full-time YouTubers, while I built my channel while working for the government 5 days a week, 7 days a week. As a teacher, you're not top teach. You understand? And I think that is my greatest achievement as a YouTuber, building my channel while still teaching. That has not been easy. Many persons would not know the amount of sacrifices made, the sleepless nights, me eye them red like, but just don't smoke and me want to sleep, but we just go and we do what you have to do because you have a vision, you have a mission, and the reward has been great. See, we have met wonderful people. We make some money, you understand, because ultimately, from early what me realized said, this is my second job, See, this wasn't a hobby anymore. This was my second job, and as such I treated it with the respect that it deserved. My second job. See, right now it's probably my first job. See, so but we give thanks. We continue for all our own. No matter, there are times when the numbers on the channel are not what you want them to, because I set goals to myself. See, views for the 24-hour period or the 48-hour period should be a particular level. Sometimes it won't always happen. There are going to be dips. Sometimes you don't have the creative energy. Sometimes you're just exhausted. But you have to shake it off, find yourself, come again. You understand? There will be spikes and there will have times when the thing level out and even dip. You understand? People will just start and blow past you. But you don't worry about that. You're glad for everybody's success because everybody are put in some work. May not be the type of work where you put in, but we now go say we channel a struggle and we run go do one video say this a man and this the M and there or this a man and this a man. No, we still all our own, keep focus, work with what? Work with we or work for we, and we just continue push on. You understand? Right now, I'm a YouTube consultant, That's our next job title. Like me can't sit down and help you build a channel now, guide you along the way. You understand? We can review a man channel and say, yo, fix that, fix that, fix that, fix that. So you may say, Zine, we can go stream anyway. Zine, that's one of the things we want incorporate with the HW media thing. Streaming events of people. So you pay me if you come stream your event. You understand what I say? So, we do peeps. One next time. That's the next story for you next time. Make me talk to you. You understand what I say? Big up on yourself. I appreciate the ones. I want to know that. You understand? I say that regular, but I want to understand. So when I say things, I don't say things because I love them. I say things because I mean it. And for the people who know me in real life, know say, if I go say it, I go say it because it needs to be said, not because I want to say it. You understand? That kind of sound weird, but I hope you don't get what I say. I appreciate the ones. No matter what kind of role you play upon the channel, there are some people who are silent viewers, Zine, them just view, like, and gone. Some people who view, like, share. I like a share as them, big up on yourself. View, like, comment. I love you. You understand? Some people who participate in the chatting and the live stream, some people don't. Different things work for different people. You understand? Some persons are able to contribute financially. We appreciate everyone who can do that because we know people have to work hard for their money. Some persons are not able to do so, but them contribute in so many other ways. We appreciate that just the same. You feel what I say? So we give thanks to everyone. Then you have many people who forward and cut for various reasons. Big up them said way because them did help along the way. You know what I think up here. So we give thanks. You understand? It has been a journey and a half. Zine, suppose I can write one book down the road. Probably our next way of making some money that you never know. Plus we have our own life storybook for write to. Zine, we just don't get around to that yet. But you know what I think? Right now we just try. You know what I mean? Do the do. Peeps, good night. Walk good. Step with Jah. I'm out.
Yeah. Dream before you go. Subscribe if it's the dream flavors. Brad the chore a man. Until it's time. Walk with friends.
Hey, it's a dream. It's them here. Lord represented.